What's up on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're having a serious discussion on the more serious side. Leave a like, leave a dislike, comment down below what you think about the topic, and don't forget to subscribe. Very nice. Anyway, what are we talking about today? We are talking. Yeah, I've seen it in the thumbnail and the video. And today we're talking about the LGBT barbecue situation, man. The LGBTQQ. And Lady Gaga being the queen, Luigi with big tits. Anyway, on a serious note, we're talking about the LGBTQ situation and what it's doing to our children and our community. So, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, your favorite mobile video game. Let's begin. Where is it to start? I think the people are taking their sexuality and making it their whole identity because being a homosexual or heterosexual nowadays isn't enough. You need to have 20, no, it's like 63 different genders. There's like many clips of these people that have these weird genders. If you want to be bad/man, it's not fine by them. Their made up gender is valid, but if I want to be a gender because I identify as Batman, I'm not. And ridiculous. It's actually quite stupid if you ask me. But who am I? You know, I'm not in the community, but I still think this is all very, very retarded. We all need to grow up. This gender thing is very stupid. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being homosexual or bisexual. I mean, some people would say that there's something wrong, but I am completely fine if you are homosexual. There's nothing wrong with that. That happens everywhere. It is what it is. But I think it's going to be a problem if children are considering what gender they are, what type of sexuality they are at the age of 12. For example, in America, this is very prominent in America, is that they are going through gender surgery while they are 12 years old, which is way too early. In my opinion, you should never discuss this stuff with a child. Yes, there are incidents where a child actually in the wrong body, but most of the time the child is confused and is getting talked into being transgender, and then it turns out they're actually just gay, not in the wrong body, but everybody tells them they're in the wrong body even though they're simply not. Awful, because they do damage to their body that is unrepairable. If a 12-year-old boy is trying to turn into a woman, he's gonna do the hormone therapy and is probably going to snip the dick. It's way too early. In my opinion, you should be able to do it. The earliest is 21 years old, because then you are a grown adult. You're full aware of what you are, who you are, more or less. But it's like alcohol, and it's just alcohol. That's how is it possible in America that you drink alcohol at 21 years old, but you can transition earlier than that? It's fucking ridiculous. They're just trying to make money out of these children, which is actually nasty. Let's go back to the topic of homosexuality. The LGBT stuff started off as a good reason, because when the movement started, these gay communities, they were all experiencing the same harassment, the same harmful words, which is by any means necessary. By any means is not right, because they're all human beings. Like when they get together at the beginning, it was fine. They were a community talking about what stress they had and stuff, which was fine. But nowadays they're just it's not even a movement. They are just harassing you for being a straight white man, which is hideous. They are basically doing what they experienced, which is awful. I mean, in the most Western countries, nobody gives a shit if you are gay. Back in the day, it was like, oh my god, he's gay, or she's a lesbian. Like, whoa, she's a spicy character. That's like nowadays. She's like, the character's not spicy enough. She gotta be black, she gotta be transgender, and she gotta be a lesbian. You know what I mean? It's so dumb. Like it's not a character trait if you're a homosexual. In my opinion, you are just gay. You know, you like that dick or you like that coochie. Who gives a shit? It's not that big of a deal. There are people that make their whole personality, their sexuality, which is fucking awful. Your whole experience of your human life is just for you to take that dick up your ass. Come on, dog, what the fuck? Like James Charles. Hi, sisters. This dude is so gay, but it's fine, you know? It's just over top gay. In your face. If he would have said that he's straight, nobody would have fucking believed it. And he's just acting out his gayness. His over the top gayness. And this his whole personality. People want also to be special. My God. Who doesn't want to be special on planet Earth? I'm trying, but I'm not trying it with forcing my sex. I'm not forcing my sexuality on you, which is the biggest problem. That they in everything that you like is now their sexuality. Oh, you're bisexual, but you only like this and that. No, you're actually pansexual. It's so many different categories, and then you meet the fucking person, and now that they're like, you need to talk to me like Zazam, and I'm actually hydropoxian sexual. Like that's a made up word, but maybe that's actually true. It is frustrating because we're moving in a direction where children are not sure what they want to be, which is awful because children are our future and we basically confuse them. Same with the people that are attracted to minors, also known as pedophiles. They're making it sound you can be attracted to minors, which is you're a pedophile, and they're trying to make that harmless or make it more harmless than it's actually. Trying to push them into the same LGBTQ, which is just not happening. If you are a pedophile, you should get help. Holy shit, that's a big bird. That's a big bitch. God damn. And you should get help. I think it's a sickness. That is actually a sickness. There is no possible way you can make an argument that it's the same as homosexuality, because it's ridiculous. Because homosexuals, they like a person their age that they consent to. And most of the time, these pedophiles will actually force themselves onto these children. They cannot make the argument of, hey, I love this child, because when the child is old enough, like 18, he's not going to be attracted to the child anymore. He needs to be young, And that's the whole agenda is fucking weird. You can make the conspiracy that they're forcing it upon us to make us weak and susceptible and influential from the higher ups, but that's just a conspiracy theory. Big corporations are capitalizing on the LGBT. They're getting like the more they do for the community, they get like tax payoffs. The higher their score is, the higher the value is, and that's why they're forcing the stuff. That's why Disney is forcing it, and Marvel's also kind of forcing it, but Disney is forcing it in a way which is so stupid. I don't understand. Like the stuff where they fucking take a Latina and make it Snow White is just ridiculous. I mean, she could have been a lesbian. Who knows? Who knows what the future might bring? It is ridiculous. They're all trying to push an agenda onto our youth. I'm just trying to talk about it, What's your opinion on it? Leave it down below. It's all about the children. I think if you are a child that is trying to find itself in the world, and when people are talking into you, hey man, you're this and this and this, you should get that transition, you are homosexual, you are this and that. I think that's very confusing for a child these days with all that social media talk and stuff. And I think the children should be protected and not sexualized or talked into sexualized. I think that's a topic where you can talk about like when they're in puberty, not when they're 6 years old or 7 years old. That's way too young. Let children be children. Let them enjoy their life. And when the time is right, they should find themselves, and then you talk to them about the topic. If you do it too early, they're gonna do choices that they will eventually regret. And that is not what we as a society should do, because children are our future and we should protect our children, especially from these predators that are just trying to use and manipulate these children and groom them. I hope the stuff that I talked about resonated with you. Leave a like, leave a dislike, comment down below what I should talk about, and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more. If you like the more of a real talk video, and that is it. I think there's nothing more to talk about. I think I said everything about the topic, and yeah, stay tuned.
Jag vet att hon är samma, i en riktig good guy, hon har fastnat. Hon frågar mig, har du råd att vaska? Jag ser till henne och suga sig vi tjafsar. Sen jag kastar, yeah. I en riktig good guy, hon har fastnat. Hon frågar mig, har du råd att vaska? Jag ser till henne och suga sig vi tjafsar. Sen jag kastar.